Cast on your double knit loom with the rib cast on, including putting the anchor yarn on. All right, so we're going to cast on, get a slip knot, and put that right on the first stitch. Drop that tail inside. Okay, and for the rib stitch, we are going to skip the first 2 stitches in the back. So this one immediately from the first stitch back here has an arrow on it. We're going to skip that one, and then the next one, and wrap around the third one, and then come to the front and go around the third stitch over here, the third peg. 1, 2, 3. Go around that, and then we're going to go to the back or the inside loom and go around and 1 peg away. So we're going to skip 1 back here, and then we go to the front again, and then we skip 1. So we're just now going around the loom, skipping every other peg, alternating from the outer loom to the inner loom, back and forth. So continue going around, and meet me back at the beginning stitch, and I'll show you how to continue with the second wrap around your loom. See you soon. Okay, so I finished on this stitch here. This is the one that actually has the arrow on the inner loom. And now we're going to go to the first empty peg on the outer loom. It's 1 stitch over from where our stitch marker is, and go around it. And now we're going to go up to the stitch that's right next to that beginning peg on the inner loom and go around that. So you're going to have these 2 pegs next to each other wrapped around. And now we're going to go fill up all the ones that have been skipped before. So now we're going to this one that's 4th over on the outer loom, and then go straight up to this one back here and go around it. We're not twisting any stitches. So it looks like this, and we're just going to keep going around the loom in that way. Okay, continue your revolution around. Pause your video, and I'll meet you back up in a moment. See you soon. All right, now we're going to push down all of our stitches here and put an anchor yarn in. So we get our scrap yarn, go around the inside of this loom. And take our crochet hook and pull that stitch down. And we'll just leave those hanging. I'm going to cut off my extra tail. All right, now that you have your anchor yarn laid, now you're just going to continue going around the stitches and continue your rib stitch pattern. So we're going to go around this first stitch here, and then go to the third and back and forth, just as before. All right, continue wrapping that twice around in your rib stitch pattern, and pause your video, and I'll meet you back up when we're ready to hook over. See you soon. All right, we're ready to hook over and complete this first set, this first round here. So we're going to lift the bottom loop over the top loop and hook this over. And I'm going to do 1 on the inside to lock that stitch in. Okay. So I'm going to use my double knit hook and show you how to do this. I didn't do this in my last video, so I want you to see how it is. And if yours don't match up, you can just put it on a hard surface or table and kind of just push it down to get these to line up with your pegs to make it a little bit easier. And then the same for the smaller ones. The small one I use on the inside and the large one on the outside. If you'll hook over the outside first, what it does is it makes it to where the outside is the tighter stitch and the inside is the looser stitch. However, when we get to the cable section on this particular pattern, if you will hook over the inside first, you'll have a cable that's going to be looser to work with. So whenever we get to the round before the cables are going to be moved, we will work the inside of the loom first so that the outside is looser to move the stitches around. All right, so continue knitting these over on the outer loom, and meet me back up. I'll show you how to do it on the inner loom. See you soon. All right, let's work the inner loom here. You'll notice that the stitches are looser And you can start pushing down some a little bit so they don't come off. And just continue working all the way around and push your stitches down after this round, and pause your video and meet me back up for the next round. See you soon. All right, you've just completed round 1, and now we're going to repeat round 1 and work in the rib stitch for the brim of the hat. We're going to do this for rounds 1 through 6. I hope this rib stitch cast on and brim has helped you today, and if you'd like to continue making your Blue Reeds cable hat, be sure and click on the upper right hand corner where that little eye icon is to make your own hat. Please be sure and click on the subscribe and hit the alerts button so you can receive all the new and upcoming videos. Thank you again for joining me. I'm Kristen Mangus, wishing you happy knitting. Bye-bye.